Alright, today I wanted to show you my elevator build that I've come up with. I've looked online at a bunch of different tutorials and even experimented on my own. And this is the design I've ended up coming up with, which is simple to build, and it seems to run the smoothest. I originally decided to utilize an elevator and incorporate it into this air temple of mine, just because there's just so many stairs that I kept on having to go up and down with, and I was just like, you know what, maybe it's time for an elevator. So I decided to stick it on the side of this giant temple, and I have to say it's been working pretty well. And now I'm going to show you how you could build one yourself. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is lay down a foundation, and we're going to use the granite foundation 16 by 16. Next, we're going to be using the ancient wide floor 16 by 16 piece and placing that right on top of the granite foundation. I like to use this piece because it's frost pine and it's extra strong. After that, we're going to be building a perimeter around the foundation using the 2 by 1 pieces. You could use any material for this part, but for this tutorial, I chose to use the castle floor pieces. This just helps me differentiate between the two floor pieces, and this will be helpful when it comes to lining up the walls and creating proper spacing around the foundation. The important thing to remember now is that we are placing the wall with a 1 space gap around the original ancient floor foundation. I start by placing all 4 wall corner pieces, making sure that they are only connected by 1 point and the rest is hanging off the edge of the foundation. After that, I fill in 3 of the 4 sides with the castle wall 5 and castle wall 2 pieces. Then I will add 2 more castle wall 1 pieces for the opening side of the elevator. You will then want to continue this pattern vertically until you reach your desired height. After you've reached your desired height, you'll want to top off the elevator with some more frost pine. You want this material to be strong because this is what the elevator will be hitting when it reaches the top. Now it's time to build the elevator itself. We start with a small car jack and put it as close to the center as possible. Next, we place the same 16 by 16 ancient floor piece we used in the beginning directly on top of the car jack, making sure none of the walls are touching the sides of this floor piece. Then we add the same piece directly on top. This is for added weight and strength. Make sure to double check that none of the floor pieces are touching the walls. Now we place log pillar 2 on each corner of the floor piece. After the pillars are posted, we want to come to the underside of the floor and place the simple wheel directly under the pillars. Then we will want to come back on top and place another set of those simple wheels, but this time directly on top of the pillars. These wheels will act not only as bumpers for when the elevator goes up and down, but also to keep the elevator from moving too much side to side. Now we use 16 by 2 pieces and connect the pillars across the top of the elevator. These can be any material as well, but I suggest using wood to keep the elevator light. You also want to make sure that when placing these pieces, they are not touching any of the walls. Now it's time to place the balloons. We will start by placing 2 inflated small balloons on each side of the elevator. These will help slow the elevator when it descends. Then you will place one large activated balloon in the center. After that, you will want to place 4 small activated balloons on each corner. Make sure not to place them too close to the corners so that they are able to open when they are activated. Finally, place a switch close to the back of the elevator, but not too far back so that you're able to activate it even when you're not standing in the elevator. And there you have it, your elevator is now complete. It's important to note that Lego Fortnite's physics aren't exact, and sometimes you'll get weird noises and your elevator might behave strangely. Sometimes you may notice that your elevator has trouble going up. Some things that may help fix this is by either adding more balloons or changing the positions of the balloon a little closer to the center on the top of the elevator. Or sometimes just a good old log out and log back in will fix the problem. See, there you go, problem solved. Nothing to it. I do hope you found this tutorial useful and that you'll give this elevator a try. Make sure to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.